know what you're probably saying, but I promise I can explain. Today we're starting out here at CarMax, and I know this usually means that we're getting rid of a car, but today we're adding another one, and it's a little controversial. Let's go inside. Tim, we are now the proud owners of a VB WRX.
I love the color.
Dude, so do I.
I love it.
So a little thing here, this wasn't what I expected to come get today, but we saw this one.
This wasn't the one that you chose. This is the one we left with.
Yeah, this one came to their lot yesterday, and we'll show more to you whenever we get back to the shop, but it came to the lot yesterday. We came to look at the one that I had reserved, and I was like, dude, that red, I need it. It had some extra options that I thought were really cool that unfortunately we're going to change anyways.
That was the first year.
Yeah.
This is not the first year.
Exactly. So it's actually upgraded. It's really, really cool. A car that I never expected to own, but I'll explain to you once we get to the shop why we ended up picking this car up. And I'm actually so excited. That red is unbelievable. I don't know. I have a thing for yellow and red cars. This fits right in.
My jam.
Yeah, Tim's excited for this. This is our bread and butter. We're going back. I feel like this year we have really gone back to our roots. The Hondas,
you're not kidding.
The Subarus. I am so excited. I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's get this thing back to the shop and check it out. Let's go. It's so weird because it reminds me and it gives me that feeling of back when I got my WRX, the first day that I got it and the first time I ever drove it. That's what this feeling feels like. It's just so cool. It's very nostalgic because how different this car and how new this car is compared to my WRX. I mean, it's quite a big difference, but it gives me that same nostalgic feeling as the very first time that I drove my own WRX. And it's cool. Like I said, this definitely was not a planned build, but when we had the opportunity to build a car for SEMA for a really awesome company, I had to do it, especially because I've always been curious about this car. I feel like this car is very, very controversial. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between, I feel like. And I really, really enjoy this car. And I think that also stems from being able to drive MAPs and just, of course, having my own WRX. These are really, really fun cars. And I'm excited to show you guys what we have in store for it. So we're gonna get this thing back home, give you guys a quick walk around and talk about our build plan. I am really pumped for this. Now, I think the only proper way to celebrate getting the WRX is to put it to use, right? That's what these things are for. And definitely before we go full send on it, we gotta get some proper use. To end our day, we're going cycling. Let's go. One of my favorite setups ever has been the bike rack. Not only does it look super sick on the cars, but makes my life a whole lot easier when I can just suck this thing to any of my cars. This is just a suction cup mount, and at first I was really worried and kind of sketched out about using this, but this thing ain't going nowhere. I'm literally shaking the entire car. I haven't had any trouble yet. So I've shown you guys some lifting content, some of the running. Now I gotta show you one of my favorites. Cycling has quickly become my favorite thing to do, and I really think it's because I'm a car guy at heart, and I feel like cycling and, you know, specking out, working on your bike is as close as you can get to being a car guy, but for those of us that like to work out and are into fitness. It's the car guy version in the fitness world, I guess. Load the new Subi up and let's go for a ride. Well, good news, she made it back home safe and sound. We cut our 25-mile ride just a little short because, as you can see, it is pitch black. I am so not ready for it to start getting dark early again. That is literally the bane of my existence. When it gets dark at like 5 or 6, it's the worst. But overall, good first day with the WRX, and I am so excited to show you guys what we have in store. Let's get this bike off the car and head inside. Now I think we can officially welcome the Subaru to the family. We've made it back to the shop. Man, you know, after all these years, I really never thought I would actually own one of these. I just feel like we did my WRX so well that this was just too close to it. But I've spent the last couple of days with this car and I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. It's awesome. Now it's definitely super close to my WRX. I'm kind of thinking that I want to do a comparison between the VA and the VB, so you guys can let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in. But it reminds me of my WRX in like a really, really good nostalgic way. It reminds me of why I fell in love with my WRX in the first place, and Subaru in general. Like that, back then when I had my Civic, the WRX was all I wanted, and it just reminds me back in that time in my car building and, you know, and car enthusiast journey. It's really, really cool. Now let's preface this here. I feel like just like when the VA first came out, the VBs had the initial, let me find the right word here, the initial dislike or maybe even disapproval, and I feel like the VB even more because of, you know, that and these things. And let's go to the back. That is really bad. I mean, God, yeah, that's just, there's no excuse here. Like this is that's crazy. That's crazy work. The initial dislike is there, okay? But over the years, I feel like people have really come around to enjoying these cars. It's a good car. It's actually really, really fun. And if you can get past the plastics and kind of take it for what it is, Subaru's known for that off-road rally lifestyle, and they've really, really implemented that with this car. Once you get past all of that, you can really, really enjoy the car. And honestly, the body lines and the shape of the car is not bad. I think it's aggressive. I think it looks cool. And especially in the red is the coolest color. I feel like it makes it pop. It really emphasizes the body lines of the car. It's actually cool. I'm gonna say it. I like it. And I've already told you guys this, especially when I drove MAP's white WRX. I really, really enjoy it. And especially when they're built right. Now I told you guys I've been enjoying this car for the past couple of days. When I went to CarMax, I found a 2022 model, which is the first year they did the VB. And when I got there, I saw that the 2022 didn't have the gigantic screen here. It had kind of like a different set of wheels that I didn't like as much as I liked these. And this just had a whole bunch of different like little bits that I really, really liked. So that's why I went ahead and went with this one. And honestly, I just got really lucky. Oh, I didn't even notice this yet. It's got like this, it's plastic, but like this carbon look-alike door trim here. I mean, there's so many cool features, and like, just like when I first got my WRX, it's like such a perfect fit for the car enthusiast looking for maybe a daily driver that they can heavily modify. Like, the WRX is just so good with so many options to improve on. I have been having a ton of fun with this car over the past couple of days. It is a Subaru after all, so I actually took it, put the bike on top, went for a bike ride with it. I mean, I'm just having fun with it. But with that being said, we're not leaving this thing stock. At the beginning of this video, I told you guys we had an awesome opportunity to not only build one of these, but build it for SEMA. I couldn't say no. Guys, when I'm talking to you right now, it is October 20th. SEMA is in like 13 days. We gotta build this entire car, get it painted, and have it ready for SEMA in 13 days, and the NSX hasn't even started yet. Hopefully by the time you guys are watching this video, the NSX has started. Because if it hasn't started yet, we are Blizzard. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here. The WRX is really cool. This spec did come with the fog lights, big center display, which is really, really rad, some black seats with red stitching, carbon door trim, and I think these are the premium wheels. Now, while all of that is super cool and fun, that doesn't cut it for the build. We're gonna be completely transforming this WRX, and we're gonna be starting it in this video. I don't wanna leave you guys hanging, especially because we have a lot of work to do. So this is probably one of the most controversial cars on the internet. I feel like you either love it or you hate it. And as you guys know, I'm on a ladder. I love it. I think it's a really cool car. I'm a Subaru guy and I appreciate it, but we're hopefully gonna be fixing the worst parts, or I guess maybe I could say the parts that people hate the most on the VB WRX. We are gonna be transforming the exterior. So with that, let's get started. This morning we had our giant parts delivery, but before I can show you everything that we've got for this build for SEMA, we've got an entire body kit going on. To start our VB WRX build, we have the all new Epsilon body kit. This is gonna include a front bumper, side skirts, and rear bumper, plus some extras, which you will see later on, because we don't have everything, right?
No, we don't.
We still don't have everything, and we are 7 days too close for comfort before SEMA, but we are gonna get this entire build done. And I've already said it, we're gonna be fixing the most controversial parts of this car, and that's the body, the front bumper, the rear bumper. We're gonna be making this thing look absolutely incredible. And if you guys wanna get this new body kit for your VB WRX, they are on pre-sale right now. I'll go ahead and leave Epsilon in the description box below for you guys. Let's take a quick look at the body kit. And if you wanna come see this thing in person, make sure to come see us at SEMA. I love that we're just getting right to work. This is gonna be epic. Number one, let's take a quick look at the front bumper. This is way more aggressive. We have a huge front lip and even like a little splitter piece down here. This is gonna make the front end look extremely aggressive. Now, if we get a little look at my WRX up here, it kind of looks similar to the Varis kit a little bit, but I really like how the VBs have these headlights. I think it's gonna give it a unique and cool look while still being extremely aggressive. I told you guys we also get side skirts. To match the front bumper, we're gonna have a lower profile side skirt. These are also nice and aggressive and really complement all the body lines on the VB. And then moving to the rear, this is gonna be the biggest game changer. The rear is what is going to completely change the entire look of this car. Right now, I think it's gonna be hard to get kind of like an idea of what this is gonna look like onto the car, but we're gonna be replacing this gigantic plastic park bench with a nice and aggressive rear end. This VB WRX has really great body lines to it. It's really just the plastics and how weird everything looks on this car, but in general, the body lines of the VB are really nice, and this kit does a really great job at complementing those and adding extra, more aggressive lines, especially down the side. We have added vents. We've got this crazy diffuser down here, which is gonna replace this thing, whatever you wanna call this. Overall, it's gonna look really sick, and we are gonna be completely transforming the VB WRX today. But it's also gonna be kind of funny because this car is gonna be completely stock other than this really wild and outrageous kit. But trust the process. We had a lot more going on with this car. But number one, the most important thing is making sure that this kit fits. We gotta get this thing to paint as soon as possible. Today.
Not as soon as possible, today.
So here we go. We gotta build, we gotta put on front bumper, side skirts, rear bumper, and drop this thing off for paint. Let's get to work. First things first, let's go ahead and get all of our OEM bits off, front bumper, side skirts, and rear bumper, and then we can get started ripping. Now this should just go on. It should just go on. So she is too clean and too stock. We're gonna fix that. Luckily, the Epsilon kit does come with pre-drilled holes for your bolts and for your clips, and then the sides are all clips. We'll see how well it fits in just a minute. So let's go ahead and rip this guy off and get cranking. Front bumper off. New cars are the best. Couple clips, front bumper's off. Now it's time for the real test. Let's see how the Epsilon bumper fits. Dude, that is actually sick. What the heck? Oh my God, it doesn't even look like the same car. Holy crap, that is aggressive, Tim.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. So context, we are missing our fog light surround right here, and we do have to put mesh in for the front grills up here. But other than that, dude, that is actually insane.
It totally changed the front end of this.
Oh my God. Wait, just to give a reference of how aggressive that front lip is, this thing looks absolutely sick. Holy crap, dude. Tim, I think we're onto something here.
coming out good.
This is loosely mounted up. We still, I mean, honestly, all the bolts and clip holes up at the top actually line up pretty nicely. I mean,
I would honestly just put bolts in.
Yeah, with anything fiberglass, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of work that needs to be done. Oh, that just popped out. You know, just give her some love taps to keep her in there. Come on. It's fine. It'll stay, right? Bumper fits actually really, really nicely. We're gonna leave it loosely, and we're gonna continue on with the rest of the kit here. But front bumper, good to go. Unexpectedly, this kit's really making me fall in love with this car. Okay, front bumper's done. There's still some things that we have to do on it, but it's fitted up, it's good to go. We're gonna move to the rear bumper. I think that's gonna be the hardest portion of today. First things first, let's get this dumb plastic off. Oh, there's a clip there. There's clips everywhere. Dude, rear bumpers are my least favorite to do. See ya, for now. No way. Holy moly. Couple clips and 2 bolts?
Done.
That's wild.
This goes in the trash. Actually, we could use this as our new table.
A park bench?
New table, like for lunch.
Oh my God. Now, for the fun part, Big Bertha. That's a huge rear bumper. You wanna grab that side?
Hopefully she just slips in, you know?
I don't know. This thing is gigantic, but I think it's gonna look really sick. I mean, just like how the front bumper completely transformed the look of the WRX. Be very careful.
It's gonna be like that here.
Okay. Just gotta be aggressive with her. Damn, that's crazy. I gotta step back and look at this thing. Hold on. Oh my God. No way. Holy crap. That freaking fits, dude. That's actually crazy.
I think this makes it look like what is that, VA?
VA, yeah.
Yeah, this makes it look like a VA rig.
It does, yeah. And honestly, what I really like about this bumper is it keeps that aggressive square that you get from the park bench over here, but makes it look good and integrated into the bumper. Now, this is gonna use our rear reflector at some point, and we're supposed to have some plastics there that we currently don't have, and a third F1 brake light here with the plastic surround, which we don't have yet either. All of this is very last minute, but we're making progress, and this looks absolutely awesome. That is like, honestly, it kind of gives me like 2000s Need for Speed Underground vibes with this body kit. With like,
you weren't old enough for that.
ha! Ha! Tim doesn't know ball. Look at this. It's sick. It's got the low profile. It's like big and boxy. I think it's really cool. Again, you won't get the full effect until this thing is painted, but it gives it a whole, oh my gosh, from this angle right here, it's just like juiced up. That's sick. It's the only things that hold this bumper in.
It really is. So it's a little wide here, but body work should flatten this out.
Let's close the trunk to get the full effect here. Make sure it closes. Sick.
Hey, won't you pick it up a little bit faster? Hey, you know concrete dries better than plaster. Hey,
Try to see how she looks, Tim. Damn. That's a good looking kit, brother. I'm stoked. Now, unfortunately, we were gonna do the side skirts. We actually do not have the brackets that are required to do the side skirts, so we have to wait until those come in, but it's not stopping us. All of this has to go to the body shop today anyways, so we're just gonna get them painted, and we'll do it whenever the car gets back. Crossing our fingers that that works out.
Yeah, so this kit is the first. Besides the one that they fit on their car.
First ever kit. So there's definitely
We're gonna have
kinks.
some hiccups, kinks, things missing. So we're working on that right now. We've been in contact with them, but Everything else, like, it went on pretty good. There's some fitment things, but that's what body shops are for.
Yep. And I mean, it's fiberglass. You're going to run into things with fiberglass. It is what it is, part of the process. But generally, it fits okay. We're having a problem where this just continues to pop out. So we're hoping our local body shop can figure that issue out. But, I mean, we're essentially done with as much as we can do. The front bumper is currently on. The rear bumper is also on. The only thing that we don't have are the side skirt brackets. Absolutely. Dude, I'm in love with this. This is not what I expected. It's definitely making me really fall in love with the VB.
Like,
who knows? Maybe we have like a 7-foot tall swan neck carbon fiber wing coming in with some extensions for the side skirts, maybe a little front lip extension. Who knows what's coming for SEMA?
this is all bleeped out.
Sorry.
It's gonna be really cool. Okay, we're essentially done with as much as we can do. We're gonna button a couple of things up, put the wheels back on, and we're gonna drive the car just like this to our body shop. I'm not gonna lie, this looks really, really sick. Us being the first ones to actually run this kit, you really have no reference to base it off of other than rendering pictures, and they actually sent us a picture when we were getting this kit of a full 3D printed kit, which you can't really get a good base off of just looking at that. But when you see the kit actually on a car in its full fiberglass and built form, this thing looks absolutely sick. And it's not even painted.
No, it's not painted.
That front end is like everything that this car needed. And then you move to the rear and the park bench is fixed. The rear is still a little iffy to me. Tim and I have an idea of how we want to break up the rear bumper to make it look like not such a large piece, but I think it looks tremendously better than what the OEM was.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of like the S chassis.
Yeah, the S209, right? Yeah. It does. That's exactly what this looks like, especially because of the vents on the side. Yeah, this is gonna be absolutely sick, guys. The only thing I wish we had were the side skirts. If the side skirts were on, we would get a really, really good initial look at how this kit's gonna be when it's fully painted and on the car, but we did it. One major step done for the VB WRX build. Now to finish this off, let's drive it to the body shop. You know, honestly, another cool thing though, Tim, is this car is stock and it doesn't look terrible.
No, so like the front bumper kind of matches the side skirts on the stock form. You would just have to get them taken off and painted.
Yeah, I mean,
match.
honestly, if you're not looking to go like crazy full out build, you just doing the front bumper and the rear bumper actually makes the car as a whole look really good and they don't look out of place, especially when these are painted. It would fit right in, I feel like. And I mean, even on stock wheels and suspension, it makes the car look really, really sick. But that being said, we're obviously gonna be modifying that, but that's for later on. Let's go ahead and get this car down. Surprise, the WRX is back at the shop. Everything is finished, and unfortunately we're going to have to cut this episode a little bit short because everything in the shop took a little bit longer than expected. The paint, the NSX, as you guys have seen. So in the next episode, you guys are going to get the finished product and the full build of the WRX. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at what's to come. It's going to be epic. Full build on the WRX coming up in the next episode. Stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Subi boys are back. It's going to be a good episode. If you guys have not already, make sure you hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you for the next episode. Also, come see us at SEMA. Don't forget that. This car's going to be at APG booth. Did I say that already in the video? I don't know. Central Hall, APG booth. Come see us. Meet and greet this week at some point. Stay tuned. See you next one. Peace out.